You've been searching, haven't you? For answers, for peace, for that quiet moment when everything finally feels right. You've looked for it everywhere, in people, in places, in plans. You've changed jobs, moved cities, read books about purpose and energy, watched sunrise meditations on your phone before scrolling through the noise of the day. You've lit candles, joined classes, made promises to yourself that this time it would feel different. But somehow, it never lasts, that peace. It always slips through your fingers, doesn't it? Like trying to hold sunlight in your hands. And yet, you keep searching. You walk through crowded streets, past cafes and flickering billboards, wondering why, even surrounded by people, you still feel like something is missing. You listen to podcasts about self-love, watch others post about healing, but when the lights go out and your apartment falls silent, that same emptiness whispers back, you're still not there. Maybe you've mistaken noise for direction. Maybe you've mistaken movement for growth. Maybe you've been looking in all the wrong places. Not because you're lost, but because the map you've been following was drawn by everyone except you. You see, healing isn't something you find. It's something you remember. It's not waiting in some mountaintop retreat or sacred temple. It's here, in your chest, beneath the ache and the noise and the stories you've been told about who you are. You can keep searching outside, or you can turn inward and finally listen to the part of you that has never stopped calling your name. So tonight, let's do something different. Let's stop running. Let's stop pretending that peace is something you earn by doing more, fixing more, becoming more. Let's slow down, breathe, and remember that the healing you need has been with you all along. The city hums like a restless heartbeat. Traffic lights flicker against rain-streaked windows. People hurry past, faces lit by phone screens, their minds miles away. Everyone's chasing something. The next goal, the next fix, the next moment that finally makes sense. You're one of them. You wake up to alarms, to-do lists, and the glow of notifications. You scroll before you even speak to yourself. The world is loud, full of opinions, of shoulds, of strangers who look like they have it all figured out. But here's the thing about constant noise. It keeps you from hearing the truth that's already inside you. The more you chase clarity out there, the more disconnected you become from the quiet wisdom waiting in here. You don't have to escape the city to find stillness. Stillness isn't about silence, it's about awareness. It's in the moment you pause at a red light and notice your own breath. It's in the morning coffee before the rush, the steam rising slowly, the smell grounding you in the present. It's in the sound of distant laughter outside your apartment, reminding you that life is still happening, even when you're standing still. The world will always ask for your attention. Billboards, emails, people, dreams, all pulling at you. But the soul, it only whispers, and you can't hear a whisper when you're running. So what if you stopped? Just for a moment. What if you closed your eyes in the middle of that crowded subway and asked, what am I really feeling right now? You might be surprised by the answer. The whisper within you is not trying to control you. It's trying to guide you back to yourself, back to peace, to truth, to presence. You don't have to force it. You just have to listen. Because underneath all the noise, the hum of the street, the static of your thoughts, there's something quieter, older, wiser, something that doesn't rush, doesn't demand, doesn't perform. That's your soul. And it's been waiting patiently for you to come home. Healing begins when you stop trying to outrun yourself. We all have stories we'd rather skip over. The heartbreaks, the mistakes, the moments we wish we could erase. But those stories don't disappear just because we refuse to look at them. You can fill your schedule, drown your thoughts in noise, surround yourself with people. But the truth follows you like a reflection in a window. You catch glimpses of it when you least expect it. In the mirror of a passing train, in a photo you almost delete, in the quiet ache that shows up when everything around you is fine, but something inside you isn't. Stillness is terrifying at first, because when everything stops moving, the truth gets loud. It reminds you of the things you've buried, the grief you didn't grieve, the anger you never voiced, the versions of yourself you left behind to survive. But stillness isn't punishment. It's presence. It's the moment your soul gently says, "It's time." Sit with it. The discomfort, the tension, the memories that sting. They're not here to break you. They're here to free you. When you stop running, you start hearing what your pain has been trying to say all along. That ache in your chest, it's longing. That lump in your throat, it's truth asking to be spoken. That tightness in your shoulders, it's the weight of everything you've been carrying alone. The city around you keeps moving, cars honking, sirens wailing, neon lights flickering against wet asphalt. But inside, something else is happening. Stillness becomes a mirror, and in it, you see yourself clearly for the first time. Not the version you show the world, the one who's fine, the one who's strong, but the real one, the soft, flawed, beautifully human one. Healing begins there, not in perfection, but in permission. The permission to feel, to slow down, to say, "This hurts, but I'm here." Because when you finally stop avoiding yourself, you realize you were never broken. You were just waiting for stillness to bring you home. Your body is a library of everything you've lived through. Every breath, every heartbreak, every joy. It's all there, stored in the muscles, the heartbeat, the way your shoulders tense when someone says something that reminds you of the past. You may forget what happened, but your body doesn't. It remembers the nights you cried quietly so no one would hear. It remembers the days you pushed through exhaustion because you thought rest was weakness. It remembers every "I'm fine" you spoke when you weren't. The body speaks in whispers too. An ache here, a heaviness there, a deep sigh when you finally stop pretending. When you slow down enough to listen, you realize your body has been trying to tell your story long before your mind was ready to. Maybe that's why yoga, movement, dance, or even just walking alone through the city streets can feel like prayer. Because in those moments, you're not thinking, you're remembering. You're letting your body exhale the things your mind refused to feel. Healing isn't always spiritual in theory. Sometimes it's physical in motion. It's the release that happens when you stretch, breathe, cry, and allow the body to finally speak. So the next time you feel that tightness in your chest, don't rush to silence it. Place your hand there, breathe into it, ask it what it's trying to say. Because your body isn't your enemy. It's the messenger of your soul. It holds the sacred task of helping you return to balance. When you start treating it with compassion instead of control, it begins to open, soften, and release what was trapped. Every breath you take with awareness is an act of forgiveness. Every time you rest instead of push, you honor the divine intelligence within you. Your healing doesn't just happen in your thoughts. It happens in your bones, your breath, your heartbeat. It's happening right now. You just have to listen. You are not broken. You are becoming. But the world doesn't teach us that. It teaches us to fix, to optimize, to chase better versions of ourselves. We mistake healing for self-improvement, as if peace were a prize we could earn by becoming perfect. You don't need fixing. You need remembering. Every pain you've felt, every mistake you've made, every heartbreak you've endured, they weren't signs of failure. They were the curriculum of awakening. When you stop seeing yourself as a problem, you begin to see the perfection in your evolution. The moments that broke you were actually breaking open the shell of who you thought you were. Healing isn't about becoming new. It's about returning to what's timeless inside you. In a world obsessed with upgrades, it's revolutionary to say, "I am enough, even as I grow." So stop chasing the next version. Sit with this one, the one who still feels scared sometimes, the one who still gets anxious, who still doubts, who still wonders if they're doing enough. That version deserves love too, because healing isn't linear, it's circular. It brings you back, again and again, to the same lessons, each time a little deeper, a little wiser, a little more compassionate. When you let go of fixing, you start living. And when you live fully, you realize you were never broken, just beautifully unfinished. Deep beneath everything you've been through, the pain, the noise, the fear, there is a light that has never gone out. You've seen glimpses of it, In the moments when you laughed without thinking, in the calm that comes right before dawn, in the eyes of someone who saw you clearly when you couldn't see yourself. That light is your essence. It doesn't disappear. It just gets covered. Covered by expectations, by disappointment, by everything you've absorbed from a world that told you you're not enough. But no matter how heavy those layers feel, the light is still burning underneath. You don't need to create it. You just need to clear the way. It begins the moment you decide to look within instead of reaching outward for validation. The moment you realize peace isn't something to chase, it's something you uncover. Every honest breath, every truth spoken, every tear released, they're all tiny cracks in the armor, letting light in and letting love out. That's what awakening is. Not some grand event, not fireworks in the sky, but the quiet remembrance that you were never separate from the divine. When you start seeing your own light, you begin to see it in others too. You walk through the same city streets, but suddenly they look different. The noise softens. The strangers don't seem so distant. The world feels connected again, alive, sacred, breathing with you. Because the light within you recognizes the light in everything else. And that's when you realize you've never been searching for peace. You've been searching for yourself. At the end of it all, you come back home, not to a place, but to a presence. The city outside still hums. Cars still move. People still rush. Life still happens. But something inside you has shifted. You're no longer chasing the world to fill your silence. You've learned to find peace in the middle of it. You stop searching outside. You start listening within. And for the first time in a long time, you feel whole. Not because everything is perfect, but because you no longer need it to be. The healing you were looking for wasn't hiding in the next book, or the next person, or the next plan. It was waiting patiently, right where it's always been, inside you. So tonight, before you close your eyes, take a deep breath and feel your own heart beating. That rhythm, steady, ancient, eternal, is your reminder. You are here, you are alive, and you are already enough. And if this message found you at the right time, don't let it fade when the video ends. Let your first act of presence be simple. Like this video, subscribe to Honest Clown, and in the comments, write one truth you've remembered tonight. Not for me, not for algorithms, but for you. Because saying it out loud is how the healing begins. Welcome home.